Are you searching for information on opening a medical spa business and making it profitable within your first year? Are you thinking about buying an existing medical spa or selling one? In this video series, we showed our social media audience how to succeed in their business journey and sound, timeless strategies we've been using for over 20 years. We've used all these strategies to grow aesthetic medical practices to seven-figure sales and beyond. We've decided to post this valuable information on YouTube because these timeless strategies might be just the thing you need to grow your business and succeed in the coming months and years. We are now in December, and it is that gift-giving time of year, but I really want to talk to you about how you can select the right type of motivational gift or subscription or anything, even from a thank you card. You know, job satisfaction and motivation varies by staff member or team member. You know, with our team, some people are very much motivated by money. Other people want to get a personal compliment or a thank you. And, you know, still others really like presents and thoughtful gifts. So as we run into the holidays, I know that many of you are thinking, how can I show my appreciation for my team, little or big, and how can I do that on a budget, whether it be small or large? Well, I'm going to share with you things that have really worked for me in the past, and you know, my company size vacillates in between 20 to say 30 people. And I know with the offices, most of my clients that are working with us, you have team members or teams that are primarily made up of women typically. So I'm going to skew my recommendations towards your female staff. And I know that you've got a group of usually anywhere between 5 and 10 clients. So that's really where I'm going to concentrate today. Now here's the thing, is to give an intentional and a thoughtful gift that will not only motivate and show appreciation for your staff takes a bit of thought. And we have some really fun examples of what have worked for us in the past. And I want to share with you my reasoning of how I select what sort of appreciation gift I'd like to give my staff members. Now, you know, I know a lot of people will tell you give everybody the same exact thing, the same exact value. Yes and no. I do think that based on their salaries, if you have some very high, level VPs or department heads versus other staff, you may choose to do a different dollar amount in a similar type of gift. So I would tell you to stay away from things that have corporate logos and such. And I go more towards almost an internal marketing approach, if you will. So, you know, the gifts can really range between, like I say, a very thoughtful written thank you note goes a long way. Flowers delivered in a box instead of a traditional vase is what we do for every PDC member for their birthday because it just makes you feel special. Now, you know, you can talk about gifts that are designer purses or wallets. You can talk about jewelry. You can think about things that are subscription based gifts. And what I like to do is top of the mind awareness. Number one, I think about what do the people on my team really like. We are a team of all women, plus we've got Jacob on our team, so I usually do something special for him. Now I know you have a lot of women in your facilities. A couple years ago, I was down in Mexico and they have the knockoff designer bags. And if I could have bought 22 of those and thrown them in my bag to take home, people would have loved it because, you know, the ladies, we like the bags, and you know, if they're a knockoff bag, that's okay too. If you can afford the real thing, good on you, that's fabulous, right? So here's what I think about. One of my favorite stories, it was, I think this was about 6-7 years ago. I bought designer wallets for everyone on the team. And they were Kate Spade wallets, you know, $200 or $300, but you know, I really figured they were a super nice wallet that maybe people wouldn't splurge on for themselves. And so what was really cool about that is every time they open their wallet to buy something, they're going to think something nice about working with PGC. And I want that top of the mind awareness. I want them to have good feelings when they're spending their hard-earned money that they made by working with PGC. So a gift like that, they're thinking about you all the time, right? Because you're using your wallet all the time. It was super fun to pick out a variety of colors to use, and I could match them to the personality and give them to people based on what I thought they would like. And it turned out to be our own little viral fun. I got pictures of people having their wallet sleep next to them on their nightstand. I got pictures and videos of the first time the wallet took a trip to Costco. And this was on a thread with our team that we had so much fun. And now it's kind of the OGs have the special wallet, and the newer people that haven't been here for 6 or 7 years, they don't have that wallet. And so it's been a nice, fun time. One year I was on a cruise and I went into the Tiffany store and I picked out a unique gift for every single person on the team, and they got a beautiful Tiffany's gift. Now, do I know that they're gonna wear that bracelet and necklace and think of us, think of me? You can get gifts between that $100 to $300-$400 range in a designer wallet or a Tiffany's gift. And maybe you don't want to spend that much. Maybe you even get something smaller, but it's of high quality and it comes in that really special box because that means a lot to women, most women anyway. I mean, you're never going to get one size fits all. One of my other things that I really like to do, because we're a virtual company, so we try to send little gifts and things all throughout the year, really something special every month or two, so that it might be my favorite book, it might be a subscription to something. I want my team to know that they are appreciated because the work they do is so hard and so grueling. I was at a weekend seminar the last couple weekends, and I haven't done those in a long time. And boy, the hard work that you do there, I've been trying to think of gifts that might make that easier. We've sent them suitcases before, travel cases for convenience for all their toiletries, thoughtful gifts that I know my team will use, and that's what's important here. Now, what I really love the idea of is sending subscriptions so that they keep remembering how much they love working with you and your company. So if you've got a lot of foodies and they like to cook, maybe you sign them up for 3 months or a year of meal delivery gift certificates, right? There's all kinds of different HelloFresh and paleo meals, and it just depends on what they like. You can get them a gift card for that. Or maybe you want to do something in the aesthetic world and you get them an Ipsy subscription to where they get a box every month of some cosmetic products that they get to pick. And then what's happening? Every month you're giving a gift. It's $40 a month times 12, you're at $480, and they are getting something fun every month. We did the FabFitFun boxes. Those were great. I love some of the deliveries where I think it's Harry and David, where you can do the fruit of the month or the fruit of the quarter, and you'll send a beautiful gift packaged so nicely of fruits and things like that. Edible fruit bouquets are super fun. Whether you're thinking of something small and budget friendly or a travel related gift, maybe you send them for a weekend somewhere or a cruise, with their significant other. All of these are really, really, really great suggestions. So when you go to think about the type of gift you're giving, I just want you to really pay attention to who you are gifting it to and what you are trying to communicate. So quality is really important. If you're going to have a lower budget, really look at what sort of quality item that you can give them, something that they can remember. I've done some gifts that are in, certain kinds of high-end whiskeys with their initials put into the decanter and glasses. I've done sometimes I'll do individual gifts to each person based on what I know they like to do. But the more employees you have, the harder that is, and depending on your budget and time frame, you may not have a lot of time left this year. So I also want to tell you that if you're trying to do a last-minute holiday dinner or some sort of holiday party, you might consider moving that to the middle or the end of January when people aren't stressed trying to make it to yet another holiday get-together. They don't have to have it before Christmas, and we're already at the first week of December, so you're starting to run short on time. Thoughtfulness is the key, and really thinking about what you are trying to communicate and what your team members like is the most important part of this. I really do encourage you to write a handwritten thank you note of whatever you decide to send. In the best case scenario, I love the subscriptions because they get something from you every single month or every single quarter. So give that some thought. And the more that you buy, if you call the company and you're getting 20 or 30 or 50 of these gifts, sometimes they'll give you a corporate discount as well. One year we decided to just do a Christmas bonus, and then we did our fun present at Valentine's. People don't expect to get a present at Valentine's Day necessarily from their employer. So Tanya, my Command Central right-hand person, pulled together these candies. We put a couple $100 bills in there and did a happy Valentine's as a complete surprise. And just, we're thinking about you, we're appreciating you. So if you traditionally do a Christmas bonus and you don't do presents, then by all means continue that, and you can do a present at another time. Or the thing about bonuses is if you do them every year, don't just change from a bonus to a present because they might have already spent the money. But let people know if you're going to make a change like that ahead of time. If you can't afford to do much, then the more thoughtful, the more personalized, the better. And the favorite things that I can remember still from, almost 20 years ago, my boss wrote me a really nice card and he filled out the total inside of it. It was blank on the two sides, and he wrote his appreciation and what he thought would be there for my future. And I still keep that on my desk. And that was from Jack Ruffin, from my first job that I was at for 6 years. And that's been, over 20 years ago, and it means so much for me to see what he had to say to me at that point. So really, it's in the emotional side of it and the intention. They can be homemade or do-it-yourself gifts. Some years I'll make soaps and salt scrubs and things like that to send out. Those are fun to do with my daughter. But, depending on the size of your team, the size of your office, and the size of your budget, what is the most important thing is that it's thoughtful. And, still a bonus is great. People love that. I just feel like they end up usually buying their kids Christmas presents or using it on their regular expenses. So it doesn't really stand out and have that long lasting effects that a designer wallet might have, or maybe a Tiffany's bracelet, or a wine subscription, or maybe it's the HelloFresh delivery once a week for 2 or 3 months, where I don't have to think about what to make for dinner, and I've got healthy choices for my family. Now, there are a lot of meal subscriptions, so I would really look into that, and I would keep in mind what sort of dietary restrictions people have and things like that. So a gift certificate is the best way to go so they can tailor their orders, which they have to do anyway. Amazon gift cards, of course, in a crunch are fabulous and won't get caught in the supply chain issues. The other thing I really like to do is look at the restaurants and hotels in their area. So, a lot of my staff members travel quite a bit, and I like to do something special for them, like maybe 2 days in a hotel near them that they can have their spouse go with them and they can just do a staycation. So when I say travel gifts, it doesn't necessarily mean sending them on a 7-day cruise. Although if they're in Florida or an easy location, maybe you do send them on a 2 or 3 day cruise. Right now, those rates are extremely good. And so, you can get creative. The main thing that we're looking for is personalized and thoughtful, looking at the timing and whether it's a convenient thing or not. So those holiday parties thrown last minute and that team dinner in the middle to late December is one more thing on your to-do list, and it's not easy. So that's why I like the New Year's party or the Valentine's party, because the holidays are stressful and busy for everyone. So let's not add stress on. We're here to be something fun and enjoyable and hopefully memorable. I've gotten really nice luggage pieces for the team that travels before, and they certainly loved that. And every year we just put our thinking caps on, and I really do try to think of something that I can get for them that maybe they wouldn't get for themselves, and that has some special meaning to it or a lasting effect. And that's what have really influenced me to do the kinds of gifts giving that I do. And I think my love language is gifts. I think my kids and family know that. So I really enjoy taking the time to think about what should I do, what can I do to make people know how much we appreciate their hard work and dedication, especially after the last 2 years, which have been incredibly difficult for us to manage as a traveling event company you can imagine. And on the staff, they have been running around like crazy people the last 3 months to fit in as much as possible in terms of our travel commitments that we can do. So I just appreciate my team so much, and the company culture is amazing. And this is just one more way to improve your company culture. And I do want to say that the better your company culture, the higher your profitability and the lower your retention will be. So this is money well spent, time, energy, thoughtfulness, writing out those cards. This is a way to keep your employees happy, keep them with you longer, and to, in the end, create more profitability for your company. Happy employees make happy customers, which go right up to happy bosses. When you know your team's on your side, trying to do the best for your clients, I can't tell you what that gift is. And that's the gift that I get back from my team every single year. And I am just so blessed to have the talented, smart, responsible, amazing team members that I have in my company. No gift would really be enough to let them understand how appreciated they are, but I will put every effort into making sure that they know we and I appreciate everything that they do for our company. I hope this gives you some ideas, because I know this can be a challenge and it can be stressful to try to decide what to do for the holidays and the New Year's for your team. But just keep in mind these really easy ideas: subscriptions, top of the mind awareness, pieces that they may not splurge on for themselves. You know, a holiday bonus is great, but I do think that by taking the time and energy to figure out something even more special than that can have a wonderful result and a team building effect for your company. Thanks so much for joining me. Make sure to give me a comment below. And if you've done any really cool gifts in the past that your team went crazy for, please put them in the chat below. Comment back to me, because I am always looking for really good ideas. And my team helps me with ideas too. And we talked about some of these this morning, and they reminded me of stuff I forgot we did. Tanya reminded me of the Valentine chocolate and $100 bills that we sent out. And oh my gosh, people were really excited because that had a little bit of an element of surprise. So have fun with this, use it to your advantage. And if you need more ideas, you just chat questions to us and we will let you know what we can come up with to help you out during this holiday season. Happy holidays to you and your staff and your family. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe and click the notification icon to be notified every time we post a new video. And don't forget to grab your free copy of our book and all the resources we've provided. You can find the links in the description below.